Hey, what's wrong, Panda?
I'm
Oh,
fine.
nothing, I'm fine. She's not fine! We must cancel the date. I just got sad because I realised that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. True. It is true. I'm not big on a lot of modern pop music, but there are... things do come out of it. It's just not... it's just buried under other stuff. You gotta be willing to look. It can be quite difficult. But I wouldn't see it something to cry about, but then again, she's a teenage. You know, you cut 'em some slack. I think it's just yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. Okay, that's a little more serious. That's a fair point. I mean, I guess it is becoming a more predominantly female genre, but then people still don't take women very seriously, and therefore that creates a problem in of itself. Well, this got deep. That is... I think we should just, you know, humour her in this sense. She's probably upset about something else, but just showing general support would be a good step. That's what you need to do as a parent. You don't need to play detective, you just need to be there. And it's kind of funny too, because in reality it's these exact young women who are not only the pillar of this multi-billion-dollar industry, but of most major industries, advertising and all that. When will us youths rise up against our oppressors? Whatever protest you're going to, I'll be happy to help you make a sign. That's sweet. Thanks, Dad. But... that's tricky. If she went with this, then she clearly doesn't want to talk about what it actually is, right? Which means she'd probably be happier changing the subject. But, can I really ignore whatever it might be? We'll change the subject. I'm not going to force her to talk.
Huh.
She's not that kind of person. You know, we were in the car and it was like, what you do? And she like completely closed off, being too inquisitive. So we just got to lean back. She'll talk to us when she wants to. She's smart. She's like the world's best daughter. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool?
Huh?
Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is going to be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Ugh.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. That is a memory most would repress. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget.
Huh.
The one where I had to camp out with you in line so you could get a good spot and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more of that. I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your trapper keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Tips for life, kids. Well, it's at a smaller place. I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band. Like DIY gutter punk, thrash, straight edge. Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What? What's Jeremy punk?
Alright.
I made that one up to see if I could get away with it.
Eh?
They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said they're Canadian punk?
Ah.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? That's racist. I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. Didn't I reference a punk song earlier on? Don't I have some knowledge of punk? I referenced Dead Kennedys, if you remember. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion.
Huh.
What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it. I mean, yeah. It's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. You'd be surprised. See, I've developed a technique for someone of such a small stature as myself. Two of my best friends, who I've frequently gone to gigs with, are Pippin, and he's big and strong, and then there's Craig, who's tall, kinda skinny, but is muscle as opposed to any kind of fat, so it kind of balances that out. And I'm shorter, scrawny, and weak, which means I get battered in these situations. But I have figured out a way. I'm quite proud of myself because it's somewhat clever. Is you have to remain aware. You have to know what's going on. You need to see the people around you, right? And I'll see like either Craig or Pippin coming towards me, right? To mosh, you know, with their fucking shoulder forward. It's a straight up shoulder barge as well. What you do is instead of running into it or trying to move out, you can move out of the way, but instead of trying to move out of the way, you sort of ground yourself, get into a bit of a stance, put your shoulder forward, and then as they come closer, jump. Just launch into them. Jump straight into them. Because if you're as weak and small as I am, it's the only way to hold your own in a mosh pit. I've actually been able to stop both of them. As in, a collision where they don't just send me flying into a wall. A collision where we both bounce off each other and stop. So an equal collision through this technique. If you're small and you kind of get battered around in the mosh pit a little bit, try that. It might help you. Just remember, you need to have a decent stance, you need to ground yourself, and shoulder forward as well, important. You don't want to get hit in the face, because it will disorientate you, and it's painful. Just shoulder forward, and make sure you're jumping into their shoulder as well, right? You don't want to jump in, you can hurt them if you jump into their chest. Jump into their shoulder, and just launch yourself, and you should be okay. Other than that, I usually, like, if they grab me, I usually just sort of move around and then push them in the other direction with my other hand. It's quite, I mean, these aren't proper mosh pits. If you go to a real one, like fucking Bloodstock or whatever, I don't know what to tell you, I've never been. But for the more easier ones to deal with, that's kind of what you can do. Some advice from me to you. I am a cool dad. I'm a hard dad, you see.
Huh.
Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert-appropriate attire, just my suit with little cats on it, basically. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight, you fucking vet, Matt? I'm ready. Let's go. Well, it's been a while. Let's be honest. I think he'd prefer if we were honest. Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Oh.
Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everyone sold signs and scream cries? Yeah.
Oh.
I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Adam, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is scene? My hair is fucked. Oh well. Matt lets out a tiny laugh.
Hey.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. That's true. Matt looks off into middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Oh.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. Let's go. Now, I've heard... It's not the music yet. I, sadly, was a little bit spoiled on Tumblr. I didn't hear this. I didn't hear what the next scene will be. But I accidentally read about what it will entail. I kind of know what's coming, but I don't know what it's going to sound like. When it happens, I will explain to you guys what it is. If it is what I think it is, right? That sounds weird. I appreciate how fucking weird that all sounded. Just bear with me, alright? We're going to get there. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Always gotta have a bar. I like to have a nice pint while I'm listening to music. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is sea punk actually a genre? Oh, there's Ailstorm. That's not punk, but it's pirates. That's the ocean, right? Matt, you made it.
Huh?
A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. That's understandable. Me too.
Hey.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Me too. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap?
Hey.
That's my favourite thing to do. I admit I like it. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well.
Hey.
Matt waves and hugs a couple of people. He seems really in his element here.
Oh.
Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people with their fucking bullshit coming up to me all like, hey Matt, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Oh. Let's go grab a beer. That's what I do when I'm afraid and or nervous. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him, which I realise means you're just sort of holding it up and going, hey, but I read that as right in his face. He's an asshole. Everyone hates him.
Hey.
Seems like you're a popular guy out here.
Hey.
Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot.
Hey.
But it's times like these where I realise I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Me too, you'll notice with these episodes. I just run out of things to say after a while. It's just reactionary noises.
Hey.
And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. Yep, that's why I always have my hands in my pockets. It's easy. Or I fold my arms. Just fold my arms while people are talking. But yeah, apparently crossed arms is body language to show that you're closed off and uncomfortable, which is great, because I am all the time. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. I don't get that. My tongue's fine. ... God damn it, where do I put my tongue? It's fortunately not having an effect on me. See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Bam. Just you wait, motherfucker.
Hey.
We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch.
Hey.
Huh. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager— that's a teenager? Guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up! Get your merch here! I got t-shirts! I got tank tops! I got all the gifts and accoutrements! A discerning cut to go over your table. Might want you. You, sir, would you like some merch? No, thank you. I don't have any money. Comes from working in retail. I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Well, I've got hair all over my face and that's red, so it's close enough. Yes, you! You look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record distributed by Pop Canada's most premier punk rock outfit? Shit. I'm getting into the punk mindset. I think. Tally-ho, good sir! Well, see here, fine shopkeep. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of the finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Who's Pablo? Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. Tally-ho, good sir. The teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt?
Hey.
Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug.
Hey.
Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single date, burn. Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Hey.
That's Adam. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Oh, Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Adam cool? No. Matt eyes me. I am back. Am I cool, you fucking piece of shit? He cracks a smile.
Hey, dude.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. That's... yeah, I subconsciously do 2 pats. Maybe 3. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man, when are we starting our Witch House band?
Yeah, sounds great.
You know I'm out of the... yeah, sounds great. You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame, you know. Vacant Veil would have slayed. Why is that? Oh, whatever. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice.
Hey.
Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Alright, here it comes. I think the scene I'm thinking of is about to play. I might even turn up the volume in editing just so you guys can hear it. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most... 1, 2, 3, 4! This is it! So, I should clarify for those of you who are confused. That is Game Grumps. It's like, I guess, everyone involved, a bunch of the people involved over at Game Grumps, standing in a room and screaming while hitting things. They just recorded that for this part, like music. It's just them screaming. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything, he just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in and whatever the hell is assaulting my ear gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters.
Hey,
Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turned to Matt and tried to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Drop it. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage, crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out.
Oh.
Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know that I'll never get an answer to.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that.
Oh.
Let's grab another beer. Alright, I'm going to leave this recording session here. I've got stuff to do, things to do. I'm going to record something that isn't this or Steam World Heist as well, so there might be a little variety. But I'm having a lot of fun, I'm really enjoying this, and I will be coming back to it very soon. It's a good game. I'm drenched in sweat. But thank you everyone so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a like or a comment down below. It really does actually help a lot. If you want to know what's going on with the channel, then subscribe. You'll be kept up to date, notifications and all that. And hopefully I'll see you soon. So toodles! Bye!